Hello everyone, welcome back to Biology Made Easy. In the previous class, we have learned how carbohydrates are defined and what are the major functions performed by carbohydrates. And in today's video, we are going to learn how they are classified. So before entering into the classification, let us all know what is saccharides. This term saccharide is derived from a Greek word saccharon, which means sugar. And carbohydrates are classified into three major groups, namely monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. And this classification is entirely based on the number of sugar units present. The first group, that is the monosaccharides, it is the simplest form of carbohydrates and they contain only one sugar unit and they cannot be hydrolyzed further. And thus monosaccharides are further subdivided into two groups. The first one is based on the functional group. We all know the definition of carbohydrates. It is the polyhydroxyaldehyde or ketone or compounds which produce them on hydrolysis. So here we can see two functional groups, that is the aldehyde and ketone. So if a monosaccharide molecule contains aldehyde functional group, it is known as aldoses. And if it contains ketone functional group, it is known as ketosis. And coming to the second subclassification of monosaccharides, it is based on the number of carbon atoms. If a monosaccharide molecule is having 3 carbon atoms, it is known as triosis. If it is having 4 carbon atom, it is known as tetrosis. And if it is having 5 carbon atom, it is known as pentosis. And if it is having 6 carbon atom, it is known as hexosis. And if it is having 7 carbon atom, it is known as heptosis. Coming to oligosaccharides, in Greek, oligo means few. And this oligosaccharides contains 2 to 10 monosaccharide units and they are subdivided into disaccharides, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, pentasaccharides and hexasaccharides. And this subclassification is entirely based on the number of monosaccharide units present. This disaccharide contains 2 monosaccharide units and they are subdivided into reducing sugars and non-reducing sugars. Reducing sugar has at least one free functional group, that is either aldehyde or ketone, whereas in non-reducing sugar there will be no free functional group. The third classification of carbohydrates is polysaccharides. So polysaccharides are polymers of monosaccharides and they are further divided into homopolysaccharides and heteropolysaccharides. Homo means uniform. So homopolysaccharides contain single kind of monosaccharide molecule, whereas heteropolysaccharide contains more than one kind of monosaccharide molecule. So this is a brief classification of carbohydrates. In the upcoming video, we shall learn a detailed classification of carbohydrates. So I hope you all understood the classification of carbohydrates. If you are having any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.